one could definitely see the value in that.
I think I make her strong.
You make her strong.
In my eyes,
mm-hmm.
It would be a strength.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So if I'm getting you part, and I haven't got a name for you yet, you overgave and you make her get through emotional stuff, and you sort of seem like you're a little bit on guard from protecting her from being manipulated. I can see you nodding your head now. Yeah. That sounds like a really useful purpose. Yeah. And you've been super busy, haven't you? I imagine you are pretty tired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what can I call you in this role as your stoic, helping you get through that emotional stuff? What can I call you? Stone or stoic? Or
stone, yes, stoic.
What would you prefer, stone or stoic?
Stoic.
Yeah, I like that too. Stone is a bit kind of stoic.
Yeah.
I want to thank you. You have been, you are a really important part and super powerful. Stoic, I don't think Lettice would have been able to do near as well if you hadn't been helping out with things. Stoic. Yeah. And you deserve to be appreciated as stoic. But I'm wondering, because how long have you been around stoic?
Yeah, since she was a kid.
A kid.
For a long time. Yeah, very early days.
Yeah. Right. So you've been, you're almost due for retirement. Not that you've been helping her in those little parts, and you, I imagine, Stoic, have seen some of the work we have done with those hurt parts. Can you see those little parts? Yeah. And would your role have been Stoic to protect them from being...
I guess it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm protecting, but I am protecting something. Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, and we all need Stoic, probably a part like you that doesn't really connect with emotion.
I think I'm protecting her connections, like not to connect with everyone so that it doesn't hurt when she like moves homes. Because we were moving homes a lot, like when we were young. Right. And so moving caregivers, moving homes, so then it's like, don't connect, stay stoic, and then it doesn't hurt. So I'm protecting her from like the connections that are gonna go.
Possibly, and getting hurt. And yeah, that would have been really very useful in the past. Very useful. Yeah, as a little person not having choices and having to shift and change schools and residences and not deciding. Exactly. Thank you, Stoic. Yeah, and I think we've worked with many, and there may be other parts involved a little, but I don't think so. But you know that now Lettice is actually, she's able to chart her own destiny. In fact, she actually is an adult, mature person, Stoic, who actually makes her own decisions. Were you aware of that, Stoic?
I don't know if I was that aware.
Yeah, I wonder about that, whether you might not have known that she's got some really great adult parts. Yeah, and I'm going to introduce you to them, in fact, and we will see how there could possibly be a new way forward in this new era of Letitia's life, really.
Okay.
Yeah. And because I know we have spoken in the past with Abandoned, who is now, and Lost, who's now called Happy. She's there. Yeah, right? And there with Known 3. Little Known is there with love and compassion. I'm looking at my notes here, feeling all that nurturing. And there's adult parts too that are making connections, and there's even an I Like Adam part too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Stoic, so a lot of the parts that you were very thankfully involved with have transformed. Possibly in our work together here, from being traumatized to feeling healed, Stoic. Yeah, even maybe I can introduce you to a couple again and just see, yeah? So you can get better, not hearing from me, hearing from the horse's mouth. Just want to tune in to Known 3. I know you're, just say, yes, I'm here when you're here.
Hi. Yeah, hi.
Hi. Thank you for talking to me, Known 3. Oh, you're delightful. I feel your joy, actually. I feel like tears are coming in my eyes. You, how are you feeling there?
Pretty good, yeah.
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 And you've got all the support there. Who's supporting you there? Is it?
I can't remember, but it's purple and blue.
Purple and blue.
The little bowl, the colors of the bowl.
The colours of purple and blue. And I wonder, I'm looking at my notes, it might be compassion or love. Is that you? Who's the purple and blue part there?
I think there was something about stability or security, maybe, or I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I've got nurturing, compassion, and love there.
Ah.
Yeah. And we
from
know,
myself. Yes. I'm there. Yes, Letice.
Who said that?
The mother part of Letice.
And a mother
part of Letice.
Yeah,
thank you. With Known 3, nurturing her.
Nurturing mother. Thank you, nurturing mother. Yes. I know. Isn't that great? Nurturing mother there with Known 3.
Yes.
And with her happiness. And I would like to introduce you. You guys may even know Stoic. Stoic's a great part, isn't she?
Oh, yes. I don't feel we're from the same part, but I do know now that she's there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to introduce, I said to Stoic I'd let you guys connect in a way, because I think that Stoic has been very busy helping you and some of the other younger parts feel safe and protected, but perhaps knowing that you're feeling safe, secure and loved with a nurturing mother there. Stoic, let's just have a word with you. I was just working and talking to Known 3. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah. And she's there with nurturing mother deep on the inside, surrounded in purple and blue blanket of love and safety and security. Stoic. And she doesn't have to go or be with anyone other than nurturing mother. Isn't that right, Known 3?
Yes.
Known 3, can you tell and update, actually, Stoic, on how you're feeling now? Tell her.
I'm feeling very accepted and understood by myself and loved and, just cared for. I feel very cared for.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Known. Known and Stoic, wow. What's that like to hear? Known is feeling really accepted internally and feels very cared for there.
It kind of hurts.
Oh, Stoic, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, kind of hurts. Stoic, tell me about that.
This feels like a break in my plate. Like, I don't know. It feels like it hit me really hard. I don't know, I guess.
Yeah.
The Latisse I used to know didn't feel that. So then, I don't know. I'm shocked to hear that.
Yeah. Thank you for being so honest. It is perhaps shocking and a little bit of a kind of fracture almost, isn't it? I'm hearing from the hurt. And Stoic, I think you do definitely have a place and a role to play. Yeah, because you're a beautiful part, very powerful. Stoic, you may not have to work in the same way or manner, knowing, as you can see, no one there, just, perhaps even swinging on the swing.
Maybe not a dating part.
Yeah, maybe in her connections and relationships, we can find another mature part to take over Stoic. But
Yeah. I would like that.
Oh, thank you. That's brilliant. You're very smart too, Stoic. Yeah, a part that can handle an adult, mature part. And I will find you, we will talk to you on how to repurpose your role that is more contemporaneous with what Latisse's life experiences and her maturity levels are now, hey? Yeah. It may be pretty much taking a background because you've been there for so long. Thank you, Stoic. I really appreciate you. You're a fantastic part. And Latisse, staying with your eyes closed, like, how would you like to feel on the end of someone who's expressing perhaps negative emotions or differences of opinions, thoughts or feelings? Say with Adam when he's sad, how would you like to be feeling? How would you like to...
I want to feel connective. I want to feel connected.
Yeah. And if you're feeling connected, describe what a person who's kind of emotionally secure, who's feeling connected, what is that like? How does that happen? Give me like a solid idea, example. Feeling emotionally connected. Someone may be upset, but you can see that they're separate from you. They're a different person. Not taking it. What would that connected person look like in a way that feels good according to your values, Latisse? Tell me.
It's hard to think because I don't know if I really have been doing this.
Well, that's why it might be a part that, a new development, possibly. How would you imagine that to happen, if you were to have a guess?
Maybe you, someone who still stays. Maybe someone who stays and doesn't just run away.
Yeah.
Someone who stays, and someone who still lets you know that they care, even if you're acting in a certain way that is upsetting them. Like, still staying and saying, oh, I care, but not afraid that it's
anything other than that.
Abusive. Yeah. Just like you're a little sad and they are still able to stay and let you know that they care about you. And then also kind of feels a certain percentage of what you feel. Maybe not the whole thing, maybe like 5% or something. Just a little bit of what you feel so that it can be like empathized a bit.
Yeah, so you can connect with the emotion but not taking it in. Or on. Yeah, fantastic. This part that's, you're describing, I think what it might be really useful to have happiness part that's telling me this, that can kind of have 5%, not 95, because that would be taking over another person's, knowing it's not about you, it's more likely the stuff that's happened in this person's, their life and their reactions, and that's okay. They can sit with and remain connected. Almost, it's sort of like, I like to think of it as like sort of emotion, it's like unconditional love, you know.
Yes.
Because
Love.
Yeah.
To love, yes.
Yeah. And remain connected and accept the whole range.
Love. To be connected, just like to be able to love. Yes. It sounds simple, but it's quite hard.
Well, it may be very new. Okay.
Yes, very new.
Yeah.
New.
And
putting it in a new place.
And exciting. Yes. What can I call you, this part that said all that about love and went, oh, it's,
like, this is this part. Maybe this is this part that just had the love breakthrough. You know, the love breakthrough where I realized I could love. Maybe this is a good place for it to go. Right here with connection.
Yeah.
I think it's just floating around, like, just happy. It's still there, like, wow, I could love, but there's like the bridge doesn't really lead to anywhere. It's just like, but I don't really know where. Like, okay, like, then how does it work out practically? But it doesn't really have a home. But we could maybe put it here.
Beautiful, and your heart there that you're pointing to,
Yes.
Maybe, what can we call you, this part that's really happy and knows that love, there might be not really any practicality around it. It just might be more of a being.
No practicality?
Potentially. It could be both. I'm not suggesting anything, but just, what can I call you, this part that can experience and be with and accepting other people's feelings?
It's like a love bridge.
What can I call you then? Love bridge? Or connected?
A bridge.
I like it, because that's really connecting. Love bridge. And love bridge, thank you for talking to me, love bridge. Yeah, love bridge, you have some beautiful ideas and skills I'm hearing that may be new, but are really in a process of growth. And love bridge, because you can connect, I guess, too, with all of Letitia's adult experiences, life experiences, and her emotional development as a person. Is that right? And the work we've done here, Love Bridge, And Love Bridge, would you be willing to handle and take over and deal with the uncertainty, and perhaps with Adam there, as he's feeling sad and knowing that it's more to do with his internal workings than yours?
I think so.
Yeah, let's just see. So there you are on the call with Adam and Love Bridge. This time you're there.
Okay.
How does that feel to you?
And what's happening on the call? Are we happy on the call?
Well, we could be. And we could be all the experiences of sadness, because emotions are beautiful things. Love Bridge. How does that feel to you?
It feels like it didn't change from happy to sad. Like, it still feels...
Okay. So let's see. Adam is happy. Love Bridge. And then he's sad. Because he's a beautiful individual person who can experience the whole range. That's really wonderful, isn't it? Love Bridge.
I feel stoic is kind of like when happy it's like sad, like
well,
but I feel I
feel
okay.
Love Bridge. Okay.
I feel okay. I feel like
that's what I was
stoic
checking out.
is freaking out. I feel I feel okay.
Thank you, Love Bridge. Did you hear that, stoic? Love Bridge is in touch with you there. She feels really more than okay to manage that whole thing and is not bothered, and stoic she really appreciates you and your feelings. But I'm wondering, Stoic, would it be okay for Lovebridge to handle these situations from now on to maintain friendships and connections?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you could be, well, let's see, Stoic. Tell me, would you like to, let's find you a new role. Maybe a smaller one.
Maybe I could be more like something next to something that needs to be more resilient than like love and connection.
Yeah.
Somewhere else, like, what, like hard times you have to muscle through or something, but not,
Yeah.
I don't know, or like,
Could you be in charge of that bigger picture stuff?
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Thank you, Stoic. Because could you handle, there is a lot of uncertainty. Not taking it personally is a very powerful thing, and without having to freak out or do anything, because there's more mature parts like Lovebridge and assertive parts that and it can take over from you, handle the day.
I have this picture of myself that came to my head.
Excellent.
Like, on a boat.
Yep.
And these old boats, there was this little, like, sculpture at the front of the boat.
Yeah.
Like, I can be this little sculpture on the front of the boat.
Yeah.
That, like, helps the things that are coming when we're gearing in the directions.
Yeah, helps plow through the sea, the waves, the ups and downs. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. That could be you there on the boat. Just...
that's better.
Better and excellent. There you are. And I want to talk to Lovebridge. Lovebridge, how nice Stoic in this new way of being.
It makes so much more sense.
So much more sense. Beautiful.
It's so much better.
And Lovebridge, can you thank Stoic in this new way of being and that picture of her? Can you share that directly with her?
I'm really thankful that you're going to help the guiding in the direction and less of the things that need to be more fleshy.
Will you do that?
Yes, I can do that.
Fantastic.
I think that's what I do. I think I can grow, but I think I can do that.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you, Lovebridge. Just want to speak back to Stoic, having heard Lovebridge. Stoic, how nice is that?
Very nice.
Yeah, you are being thanked and appreciated, and really, Lovebridge is cheering you in this new position. It's a very important position too, isn't it? Being at the front of the bow.
It feels more like where I belong. It feels so like appropriate. Like it feels like so good.
Yeah, excellent. And Stoic, did you hear that Lovebridge will take over with the fleshy, emotional stuff and people's stuff from you? How nice is that?
It's very nice.
Yeah. Would you like to just, because you're so super powerful, tell Lovebridge that you can hand her the reins, however you do that? Just tell her directly and thank her.
Yes, Lovebridge, you're a new part. I'm glad that you're here. And you can take over the connectivity and the solid foundation part while I do this part.
Yeah,
the guiding part.
Oh, wonderful. And it's so good to have you guiding. Isn't that nice, Lovebridge of Stoic? Yeah, would you like to send us some love, Lovebridge, and thank Stoic for giving you that opportunity? Tell her directly.
Thank you for allowing me to be here and function in a way that I have been wanting to.
Excellent, yeah. Thank you, Bridge. Excuse me. Stoic. Isn't that nice? And this new way of guiding plowing forward, and letting Love Bridge do the connectivity, and that's going to be really, you're going to be appreciated and valued even more in this new way of being. Thank you, Stoic, and thank you, Love Bridge. Yeah, and staying with your eyes closed, Latice, is there a part that would be able to just decide who's the best part for the situation there, to get who's the best part in the boat's driver's seat? A really wise, mature part that is...
Maybe Wisdom?
Yeah. Okay. Wisdom, is that you speaking to me now?
Yeah.
Thank you, Wisdom. I appreciate you stepping forth. Wisdom, would you be able to... I imagine you've seen what we've seen here with Lovebridge?
Yes.
And Stoic here. Would you be willing to help guide also who's the best part to be in that driver's seat?
Yes. There are some things that I don't know about Lovebridge.
Let's introduce
to know
you.
When she should come. So I think that's why I couldn't put her there.
Okay.
I didn't know that she should show up. But I can observe her and see how she goes, and then know
you
more.
Can support her.
Yes.
And you could support her in your knowledge of all this person's life events and experiences that are feeling very different now, aren't they? And thank you, Lovebridge. Did you hear that from Wisdom? And you might actually share your skills and the more practice you get, Lovebridge, the more powerful you become. And because Wisdom, you're holding on to some of the values, isn't it? And Lovebridge is sharing those values of connectivity and relationship building and enhancement as relationships go through what they go through, the ups and downs and turbulences of normal everyday life. Thank you. And I just want to speak back to Noan. How would you like to thank Stoic and Lovebridge and Wisdom there?
Oh, thank you guys for doing your part.
Yeah. And you can just be down there with a nurturing mother, just playing and having all the fun and carefreeness in the world. Fantastic. Wisdom, known, and said thank you. Isn't that nice, Lovebridge? Stoic? Yeah. You can wave a gentle goodbye there. Yeah. And thank you. Let's fast forward. We're on the next call there. Lovebridge, you are. And Adam's, we know he's in a different city. It's unsettling times over there. And he's feeling a bit upset. He may even, How does that feel to you now, Lovebridge, to be in the boat's driver's seat?
I feel for him. Like I feel like sad that he's sad. Like it's sad, but it's not so sad. But it is like I really feel for him.
Beautiful. And Lovebridge, perhaps feeling not sad, but just sad and connecting with him as a person. You can validate and acknowledge and empathize. I imagine.
Validate, his feelings.
Yeah. Would that be within your skill set, Lovebridge?
I think so.
Did you see that, Stoic? Lovebridge can do that. That's not within your skill set as a stone, kind of. Yeah, I bet you're really happy for that to happen, are you, Stoic? Yeah. Because we all need acknowledgement and validation of our feelings. Doesn't mean we have to agree. But thank you, Stoic. Thank you, Wisdom. Thank you, Noan. Thank you, Nurturing Mother. Thank you, Lovebridge. I look forward to hearing more of your adventures in the world. And Lovebridge, perhaps you could be introducing yourself to other parts on the inside with Wisdom and Stoic, you having that beautiful new role, ploughing through life in the best way. And there may be times where you don't even come out on deck so much, you're just letting those other more mature parts, adult parts, with their beautiful lived, learnt and life experience. Thank you guys, just settling deep down on the inside, having a little moment of connection there? Would that be a little fist bump, high five, or a hug? Yeah, nice. Have that hug. And you guys can be working and communicating, cooperating, collaborating for Letitia's highest good from now on forevermore. Thank you to all these beautiful parts that have worked with Wisdom, Noah, Nurturing Mother, and Stoic, and Love Bridge. Hey. Is there any other part that has a need here today, or is it okay to hold it for now?
It feels okay.
Great. When you're ready, Letice, just opening your eye, coming all the way back up on deck. Take a woo.
Oh, these are big journeys.
Big journeys.
These are big journeys. Wow.
Really big.
Wow. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That makes so much more sense. It's like, it's so crazy how much you don't understand your internal like you don't give enough credit to your internal landscape. You're just like, why is this not working? And you're not understanding that it's like, you need to really just like, has nothing to do with what you can do externally. It's just like something you need to do completely internally. That's the reasons why something's not working. And I'm like, wow, yeah, that's like, oh, that makes so much sense. It's a big,
It's a big, it's like an aha on so many levels, doing that internal parts work and connecting with the parts we need to, hey?
Yes, it really just it just changes. Yeah, it just changes. Like, I just even feel like such a perspective shift right now about like events and things. I'm like, wow, well, yeah, I needed to move a few things around that were the ones helping me make some of these decisions.
Yeah.
But I just don't think that people can go that deeply into like, it's very deep. Like, you just get so confused on your own, into your own thought. It's just like, you're just like, I don't know anymore what to think up and down. It's like, so I'm like, wow, I'm really impressed that these are all the feelings that I was feeling. Because I have thought about it a lot during the week. So I'm like, wow, 1 hour with you and I feel like I understand it all, but I'm like, I've been thinking about this like all week. So I'm like, oh wow, yeah. It wasn't like I was trying to ignore it. I just like couldn't figure it. Yeah.
It can be tricky to do that sort of work on yourself. There's a certain level, but yeah, that's why it's good to consult a resource therapist.
Yes.
And I love that. So you've got a new perspective. I can hear that and I can see that in your face. I can hear that, you know, that you seem more settled now, having... How are you feeling?
I am feeling like more settled. I feel more like... It just was like... It's just like something new came up and I was just feeling like I don't know how to step into this new part of myself that I'm becoming. And I can see, like, I'm slowly starting to see the blind spot of, like, I'm not being able to feel these things, but I don't know how to get it there. And then I'm kind of realizing, I'm like, all right, this is probably, like, I was raised kind of like this. So then I'm like, what do I do? Should I read a book about like what? But I'm like, I don't know if like, you know, someone telling me again and again to care. And I'm like, but I don't know. It just was like, I just felt like I didn't know how to fully step into this new part of who I was becoming, but it was definitely asking me to, like life and myself and like things just like come here now. And I was just like,
excellent.
Yes, and I feel a lot better.
Yeah, and so funny actually, just before talking to you, I was listening to a sort of a podcast thing on emotional numbing. So
you're ready.
And I think Stoic that's how it learnt to cope with the possibly invalidation, emotional ruptures when we were little people. So that's where Stoic would go, right, this is what I do, pull down the blinds. And that would make sense back then when you know, as a little person you weren't able to have any autonomy in your life. And now it didn't realize, hang on, she's 20 something or other, and
yes, and I was really surprised to hear that like Stoic didn't really know that I was an adult, like that I was like, oh wow, yeah, like you're not updated with who I am today in any way. But I also like that Stoic has like a repurpose, like the repurpose of it. So I was like, well, it just, I like the repurposing. Like, who knew that those kind of things would be, all the things of your life can be helpful for other. I think I used to think some things need to be thrown away. Like, oh my gosh, this is bad. This happened from a bad place. Like, throw it away. But really, it's just like vintage. Like, renew it. Like, you know, this was one person's thing, and you just redo it. It's okay. You can keep that. Just put it somewhere else. And I just thought, we've got to throw things out and get new things.
We can't. Like our parts are internal. They exist within us. We can't throw them out. But we, like you say, we can refresh them. We can repurpose them and find them a better way that's to do with the current life situation, your lived experience, an adult perspective, in a way that feels good for them and for all the other parts. It's very amazing like that, isn't it? I love that. Yeah, and it was surprise, wasn't it? That's a classic theory. It was clueless about the chefs because it had just kind of stuck, and it's often those parts are a little bit like one-trick ponies until we find and work with them and get them to take on these wonderful new ways of being.
Yes, it feels much better. It feels much more in line with the present version of Latisse that I am now. Like I feel like I really landed into this new wave of adjustment. Like, okay, yes.
Excellent.
It just feels, it feels really good. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. It's so helpful. I really was like, I was having such a rough time. I'm really thankful. I was like, okay, we're going to have a meeting on Friday. I was kind of holding out to Friday. I was like, maybe I hope this helps me. I was really holding out to Friday for today.
Oh, no wonder you wouldn't. Yeah, so I'm glad we had
I was like, no, I'm going to go home now. Like, do you need to meet now? I'm going to go home now. Don't worry. I will meet you now.
Right. Even though we got the times right. And it was meant, and this would have been better to do inside than outside.
Okay, great. Yeah, this is good. Good thing I didn't see the text as well. Yeah. You're right.
Because I thought,
it would have been much.
Just save it. Yeah, you can do it outside, but so nice to just have your safe, room to yourself so you can be and connect on the inside rather than having to worry.
Yeah, I'm purposely not in my room as well because I was like, I don't want all this energy in my room. I was like, this is not very good. I'm going to come out in the living room. That's why I'm in the living room because I'm like, this is a lot of vibes that I have to tell her today. I don't want it in my room. I was like, we'll do this in the living room. I opened the windows. I'm like, just bring in some light and we're just going to do it.
It's great, isn't it, how sessions come along just at the right time, and you can tell your parts, hang on, it's all right, we've got a meeting coming up. And that was great too. Well done. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome.